What's your one-word reaction? Solid, surprise, nice, decent. Wasn't a surprise to me. I had Kwiatkowski as one of my top targets for this team. So for some of you who are like, wait a minute, who exactly is Kwiatkowski besides just a tongue twister or a name that Mitch is never going to be able to spell? Well, he's a solid pass rusher. And again, I want you to go look at the film, because you're not only getting a linebacker who can play the inside, and yes, I do anticipate him bouncing around from middle linebacker. You could even see him at outside linebacker. But he's able to get after the quarterback. And one of the reasons this team decided to move on from Peter Whitehead was, yes, Whitehead was a great leader, but he was only a tackler. With Kwiatkowski, you're going to be able to get after the quarterback, and the Raiders had 32 sacks last year, 23rd in the NFL. It was an improvement from 2018 where they had only 13 and ranked dead last. But you need to be able to find players that can do more, and I know that's something that Mike Mayock wants. So he's decent in coverage. We're probably still going to be going out looking for a coverage linebacker, Corey Littleton, fingers crossed. But he can defend the run, and he can get after the quarterback. That's great. The inexperience does worry me a little bit. I'll be honest, that's how I am on these shows with y'all. But the fact that he has played in only 22 career games, the fact that he has gotten better and he's learned the defenses that he's played in that quickly, make me think that he does have some high upside. And when I go back and look at how he filled in for Danny Trevathan, when I go look at how he filled in for that Bears defense, a defense that was one of the best in the league, and he was one of the best players on that defense. That is important. And at age only 26, somebody that is still learning the position a little bit, it inspires me to say, I'm glad that the Raiders took a chance. And I am good with that. I am happy with that. And yes, 76 tackles is a solid number, but he's forcing turnovers. He's getting sacks. He's getting after the quarterback. He's pressuring the quarterback. And I will say this, like I said that he's okay in coverage. He is a bigger upgrade in coverage than Tahir Whitehead ever was. Now, I don't think that he is a player up to the level of a Joe Schober. I don't think he's up to the level, obviously, as a Corey Littleton. And I still have my fingers crossed that maybe we go out and knock on the door of a player, maybe like a Josh Bynes or a Kyle Van Dorn. But going out and getting a player like Kwiatkowski, I think you don't have to super overpay him, which then leaves you the ability to spend some of that extra cap space. And in terms of cap space, the Raiders right now, when free agency started, had $57.2 million. That's 9th in the NFL. Plus, they have 2 draft picks in the first round, 3 in the third. They have a 4th round pick and a 5th round pick. Like, the Raiders have a lot of draft capital. They're doing the right things. And now that they're building depth, and they needed to build depth because before this is what they were dealing with. And I don't expect them to bring back Vontaze Burfict because I think the NFL is kind of going to be looking at him. And one more bad hit, he's got to go. Will Compton, free agent, he's not going to come back. Kyle Wilbur is going to test the market. And out of all these players, I mean, the only one that I would actually consider to maybe be a starter on any other NFL team, Morrow, maybe Markel Lee. So now you insert Kwiatkowski as the middle linebacker. And for those of you that are subscribed to the Raiders Report, this is not the first time that you've seen this graphic. I showed this graphic last week when I talked about the top free agent targets for this team. And I'm glad that one of my predictions came right. I understand that not all my predictions come right, but I try to do my very best. I listen to what's out there, and I try to connect the dots. And luckily, the dots, they connected through me here. So what I want you all to do, okay, so you don't miss anything the entire offseason, I want you to subscribe to the Raiders Report. I know we do a lot of rumors, and sometimes people don't like rumors. That's okay. But rumors are important to watch so you can connect the dots. One of the biggest reasons why I got the Nick Kwiatkowski prediction right is because I talked about it on the show. We connected dots with rumors, and now here it is, it's happening. And this is also the best time of the year to turn on the notifications, because when something happens, that's when the show, honestly, is the most fun. I like doing shows for NFL Daily. I like doing stuff for the Raiders Report. But when I get to come live, and I get to talk to Matt York, Charlie Frittis, Anthony Cortez, and all my Raider Nation live, man, that's why I get up in the morning. That's why the Go Bears not going to slow me down. I'm going to pump out content for you guys. So hit the subscribe button, take the link below, it's in the comments, and turn on the notifications. Because free agency, it is going to be an absolute blast for this team. Because we still have needs at linebacker. We still have needs at wide receiver, quarterback, safety, heck, edge. We have needs at defense. This team needs to get better. But with the cap being at around 50 million, ninth most. It could have even been 57 if my memory serves me correctly. But some other notable free agents. Daryl Worley, the Raiders already re-signed Jalen Richard, so he's already back on the team. Carl Joseph, he's decided to go out there, so we'll get that graphic fixed for everyone. Jalen Richard was already re-signed to 2 years, $7 million, to make up the 8. But when I think about some of the players that are going to be gone, Daryl Worley, I don't expect him to be back. He's going to want to get paid. Joseph could be a player to pay.